Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. The boys are scrambling this week. This is the first time I think we've ever recorded on a Sunday night, and it will be uploaded on Monday. But we're getting it out to you guys. We're getting it out. Tommy again checking in from all over the world.
Today, I am in
somewhere near and dear to Luke's house.
Town, near and dear to Luke's heart.
The dome that Abdo built.
People say Luke ran these streets for 4 years. Flagstaff,
5 years.
Arizona.
5 years. Don't forget.
I was only there for 4.
He was only there for 4.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Also checking in with former pod guest Jay Nagel in the background.
What up, Jay?
There we go.
There we go.
He gave the dirt. Did you see that? He gave the dirt.
Okay.
Good vibes. Good vibes here tonight. Jared, how you doing, man? Checking in from the garage.
Everything's good. Yeah, garage pod. This is what we got to do.
Good toolbox in the background.
Yeah. No, there's actually some good stuff in there that was passed down from my grandfather. So
there we go.
Maybe a little too late at night for a CC cameo.
Yeah, CC's out. Gianna's out. Everybody's out. Amanda's out. So
these are real hours.
Yeah, these are the real hours. And for the people that, I guess we haven't said this before, so I might as well say it now. No, nobody's probably asking this question why I'm in my garage, but for people that are asking, during the storm, a tree went through my roof. So there was a literal tree in my office. A little redecorating that I didn't choose. So
yeah, we're Mother Nature.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a little 60-foot redwood sprucing it up.
I don't think the people asked, but
yeah,
the people know now. The people know now. Yeah, we want to get right into it. NBA, there's a lot going on in the NBA, specifically trade deadline in Kyrie Irving. I think this is really where we wanted to start off. And as of today, he's been traded to the Mavs. When we anticipated recording this, that didn't happen. So I'm actually kind of glad this worked out in that because we can kind of talk about how that played out. But yeah, I mean, Kyrie's been the talk of the league, I think, for about the last, what has it been, 3 days now? So I don't know how you guys feel about all that.
Do you think he does this stuff on purpose?
Yeah, I think he does.
Do you think it's like an attention grab?
I think he thinks he's being like strategic in terms of like, I saw Emmanuel Acho said like he did his little piece, and I know he has a lot of controversial takes often. Yeah,
I don't take anything from a football commentator seriously though, about basketball.
But I think he also.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I was sorry. I don't know if he's saying a lot of the right things all the time, but man, he's convincing. I'll just leave it at that. Like his delivery is crazy.
So that's kind of what I was going to get into. So he went on his little rant about Kyrie, and he was saying that like he thinks this is one of the more smart moves that Kyrie's done in terms of his like notoriety and like saying that he wants to be traded and he's going to stay places, because he said in terms of where you look at he is right now playing wise, he's going to be at the highest market value. And so if he wants to get traded and potentially sign after this, and that's kind of been the whole talk of these trades, now was the time to force the trade, because when KD was out and the Nets were still winning and he was playing at a really high level, that puts him at a much higher market value than it did or it could be at the end of the season. And that's kind of what he was playing at.
Yeah, but I don't think that even matters though, because it's like he's a free agent next summer anyway, so he's going to have to find another team or re-sign a contract. And like the reality is that 90, like think about it, when he requested a trade, there was only one team that popped up right away, right? And then there was like 2 or 3 teams. So like from what I understand, from what I read, the serious teams were the Lakers, the Suns, and the Mavs.
I saw the Heat too.
The Heat, but there wasn't. But like, so like, think about it. Out of 30 teams, 3 teams want the starter from the All-Star. Like, he's going to be a top 10. Like, he's going to probably be second team All NBA. Like, only 3 teams in the entire league want you. Like, to me, that like, I don't know. That speaks a lot of volumes. Like, if Steph requested a trade,
will pay him.
I
said, do you not think the Mavericks will pay him?
I don't know if I don't even know if that will work. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's just that's a different part of the argument. My point is like, if Steph requests a trade, 29 teams are calling. And Joe Lacob is showing up at Steph's door like within an hour.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas like for Kyrie, it's like we've seen this story before. This is nothing new. The hard part for me, what I think about, I guess, is like, how does KD feel about this? Because he was like, I'm not gonna leave 7 out to dry.
Yeah.
And like we're supposed to be boys. And they're both kind of in that weird frame of mind where it's like they're kind of pragmatic in that way, where it's like they fit each other to be on the same team the way their personalities are. But now he's like, nah, I'm good. Like we're number 2 in the East. Like we're finally past the whole anti-Semitic stuff. But I'm just gonna cause some more shitstorm.
Yeah, I don't know. Why do you think you requested the trade?
I heard it was because they tried to, when he was going through negotiations for the extension, the team tried to tie his extension to a championship. Like he was only going to get the extension if he won a championship.
That's what I read too.
And so then as soon as that happened, his side was like, fine, screw it. Like we're going to request a trade. Like I think like, I mean, Dallas, like, I mean, they need something, right? Like, because like Luka can't do it all by himself. But essentially, it's just going to be those two taking turns, right? And you traded away Dorian, who you just paid, and is one of the only three guys, like one of only 3 guys on your roster that actually want to play defense. It's like Josh Green, Reggie Bullock, and Dorian are the only 3 that want to play defense all the time, and Dorian is the best at playing defense.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions around the defense of that squad.
Well, that brings me to my next question. Who won the trade, in your guys' opinion?
I think it's a wash.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because like the Nets get 2 very good players. They get a couple picks. And then the Mavs get a like really, really talented good player, but there's no guarantee you're gonna have him longer than 3 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like the Nets,
because like Kyrie's proven over and over again that he just might be like, man, I love it here. I love playing with Luka, and then in 3 months he's gonna be like, I'm gonna go sign with Chicago.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Bron's tweet?
That was bad.
And did you see what Kuzma said to it? He said tamper.
No, wait. I don't think we're talking about the same tweet.
Oh, I was talking about no, I didn't see it then.
Oh, what did he say again, Luke?
He said, he must be me.
Feeling. Yeah, he get it.
Uh-oh. Basically, I think Tom reacted to it. Yeah, there we go.
Uh-oh.
It's all good. But basically, Braun tweeted, must be me. Like, he was, like, in his feelings sad, like, that the trade's not working out because it was him. Like, because of Braun. Like, it was so bad. It was like a high school relationship.
The irony of Russ getting thrown back to KD, like, this guy KD was doing everything to run away from this guy. And if he would have ended back on the same team, that would have been hilarious.
Well, and then like everyone was saying that the Nets front office and Nets management was like that was their only goal in this whole thing was to come up with a deal that he wasn't going to the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just sad, man. It's sad that somebody that's so good, like when you look at purely playing the game of basketball, like you can't say there's many people that have walked this earth that are better at playing the game of basketball, but.
Yeah, he's different.
Like he destroys teams.
Yeah, it's happened time and time again.
Like I don't know.
He's literally said he was going to re-sign everywhere he's been and then left
every single time.
Yeah, every time. Yeah. So I don't know. What I would be curious about to hear is like what did the Suns offer to try to get him, and what were the Clippers going to offer?
I saw the Suns offered Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, and picks.
Yeah, that doesn't really help them because Chris Paul's a free agent too, right? So,
yeah, that was the package that I saw.
I feel like I saw the Clippers package and it was nuts. I know Luke Kennard was involved in picks,
but they weren't going to give up Kawhi or PG though, right?
No.
I wonder how they would have made
it. It's probably centered around like Terrence Mann.
Yeah, but his contract's not big enough though. That's the problem. They don't have anybody. Like Kyrie's making like 42 million this year.
Yeah, I'm just happy he didn't go to Phoenix because that would have been nasty.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough, man. I think it's like that stuff's just so hard to mesh as far as like making those trades. And Luke, you asked who won the trade. Like, I mean, look at like your hometown trade, right? Like without Sabonis, you guys aren't third in the West, but you guys gave up an all-star for it. I mean, you got one back. Like so I mean, out of all the trades in the world, like that's probably the most fair trade that I've seen.
Yeah, I think both sides won.
Like
to answer the Clippers question though, it was Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann, 1 future first-round pick, and 2 first-round pick swaps. So,
yeah, I'm just not giving up those picks for Kyrie. No way.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
gonna be interesting to see how they work out because
I also heard that the Nets wanted a point guard back. So like Spencer Dinwiddie is the youngest and probably has the most years on his contract out of all those point guards we talked about. Because Russ will be a free agent this summer, Chris Paul will be a free agent this summer, and Kyrie will be a free agent this summer.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I don't know. At this point, I feel like you said, it's kind of expected. Like it wasn't the most surprising thing.
You can't be like, I mean, you can't be the top 5 player in the East and only 3 teams want you. Like that should tell you like everything you need to know about the situation. What who the Kings gonna get, Luke? Let's hear it. Who do you 2-part question? Tell me who you want.
Kevin Durant.
Who you think they're gonna get? Oh my God, Cameron posted that. Freaking ridiculous.
So I think
Cameron, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I did see that. Who I want the Kings to get is who everyone in the league wants right now in the trade talks. I want OG. I think a perimeter lockdown like OG would be huge for the Kings. Take a lot of pressure off of Harrison Barnes to be really your only 3 that like.
Who you moving?
You've got
out of the starting lineup?
I don't know. No, see, that's what I'm saying.
What about Terrence Davis?
He doesn't play defense. Like OG he's like arguably one of the best perimeter defenders in the league right now.
Yeah.
So I think that, and then really I think what's gonna happen is we need a backup big, and I've seen Plumlee heavy in talks recently, and I don't know if that's the move, but
yeah, I don't know if I like Plumlee. I really honestly, I really like.
Okay.
I really like Mo Bamba for you guys, though, to be honest.
I've seen that too.
I think that's like the right. I don't know. I think that's like the right temperament, the right amount of production, and just the size change up. Right,
I was gonna
like
say
he's way different
better than
Rashawn
does in
Holmes,
yeah.
He's way better. Or I mean, he's not way better. I'm sorry. He's way different style than Sabonis. So that would be the only thing is like. But I think the other person that I think would be good on the same team, I think we talked about, is like to fit what Mike Brown wants to do. Like Mo Wagner would be legit for them because he's good.
He is. I've been seeing,
and he can play. He can play all pinch post.
I've honestly been seeing a lot. Like if any name comes up in a trade talk, then I think it's like just me being on Kings Twitter. Like a trade scenario where they go to the Kings happens. So
yeah,
it's like,
I mean Matisse would be great. I mean Matisse would help.
I mean it would be similar to OG. The only thing about the wings is like,
oh well, Matisse doesn't score like OG, but he also doesn't play as much. So
I don't know. I mean, I a lot of people say that we need to make a move, but I don't really think it's that necessary to make a move.
I think to get to the Western Conference Finals, you need another player.
Well, see, this is a crazy conversation that we're having then.
I know, totally. No, I'm just saying to take that next step, like
we need a big because right now we really don't play a backup big.
Yeah, not really. Like Trey Lyles is like he fills in at the 5 most times, right? Or Chimezi plays.
What happened to Rashawn Holmes?
Yeah, Rashawn Holmes jumped back in there though. He jumped back in the lineup.
He did when Sabonis was hurt and actually played really well, but they just refused to have him in with the second unit, which is odd. But
it's probably, you think it's a spacing issue?
Yeah, it's 100% a spacing issue. He can't.
So then Mo Wagner,
does Kada ever get any burn?
He did. He's gotten a couple like little stints, but kind of
I
depends
say
on
he's pretty
matchups.
good.
I think
Yeah,
Eamon's
but
really good actually.
not for
He
playoff.
can't make
Yeah.
plays and stuff like we
Yeah.
need him to. Like,
That's the problem is that like to run that system, you need someone that can pass and someone can play out of the pinch, out of the elbows,
but
and it's hard to find that and a rim protector.
well, I was gonna say the problem too is your comparison in that is Sabonis in the first unit, and he's the second
It's a
best
huge
at that
drop
in the
off.
league.
Yeah.
Like you have Jokic, and then you have Sabonis right now in terms
Yeah.
of bigs that play that role. So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to even make that comparison.
Shout out Keith, man.
That'd be elite.
Yeah.
You'd love that.
Oh,
Man.
Oh
get
my
him back to the
gosh.
Warriors.
Oh God, I don't want to talk about that.
No, this is good though. Good little segue from the Kings.
The
Well,
next
actually,
topic.
I wanted to
Okay.
I wanted
All
to
right.
mention how Jared said Mo Bamba did temperament on him. I mean, seems like a real level-headed guy. Think that'd
Hey,
be
man.
good for the Kings.
I
Seems like a kind of guy who's going to keep his nose out of trouble, not getting
hey,
in
I
any
wasn't
fights
talking
or
about
anything.
I wasn't talking about that kind of temperament, but Tom, I'm just saying if someone rolls up on you on the bench, you're not just gonna sit there and keep your mouth shut.
So did you hear what
For
he
sure.
said to Austin Rivers?
Yeah, this isn't high school anymore.
This is would that
But
fire
Mark-
you guys
Go
up
off.
enough to
But
go
Markel,
like
bro,
right
but Markel's face, like the meme that created by Markel Fultz's face, is like pure comedy.
You would have thought he
Um,
said something way worse.
Yeah,
bro?
no,
That's
I
what I
mean,
thought too.
but that's an Austin Rivers type thing to get upset about, right?
Well, then did you
Like,
hear what Austin Rivers said back to him?
the
Bro.
thing he put on IG.
He said like the only reason why we know you
Yeah,
is
we
from a
know
rap
it's
song.
an old.
Bro, like what are we having a Twitter fight for right now? It was so funny.
His
The,
press
the
conference was hilarious.
I'm just glad. I'm just glad if we're on this topic. I'm just glad that Donovan Mitchell went right back at Dylan Brooks because that was crazy.
Oh my
And the fact that he
gosh.
only got one game, but then Mo Bamba got 5 games. Like, what are we doing? Like, this dude is a like repeat offender.
Yeah,
Keep him on the floor because he makes
he's
him
a new
worse.
he's a new Grayson Allen.
Bro, he does. I'm being so serious. Like I was happy when Dylan Brooks was on the floor late crunch time moments in
Oh,
the
he
Warriors
shot some
Grizzlies
bad
playoff
ones
series.
last year.
Bro,
All right, Tom.
he
So,
lost them. He single-handedly lost them multiple games.
Tom, to turn it the other way, who do you want the Warriors to get, and who do you think the Warriors need to get to turn this season around? Because it's not looking great. Steph's out now, so is it just
Well,
like are
I
we
don't
just
think they're
letting
gonna
him?
do.
Letting,
I don't think they're gonna do anything.
Yeah, because Steph's hurt.
Yeah, and Joe Lacob just like every article that has like that I've read that's been released is Joe Lacob thinks that the youngins are the answer, and I'm not gonna say they're not, but I mean there's just not like you can't
When
do
when
two timelines at once. It just doesn't work.
when are you ready to give up? Like when is the time to give up on Wiseman?
I'm ready to give up right now because you give Steph Curry the right players around him, he will win a championship. It's literally been proven 4 times now. Like you get Steph Curry with a bunch of goons and smart role players that are going to guard and cut well and space the floor, like he's going to win a championship. So I just like the Warriors have 14. They don't even have a 15th roster spot. They've got James Wiseman, and I'm sure James is going to be. I think he's going to have a good career, and I don't want to hate on him, but like he's been hurt all the time, and then he can't really crack the rotation, so that's one spot. And then you got Ryan Rollins, who is supposedly a really good point guard, and I think he could be good too, but he's just been in the G League the whole year. That's another roster spot. And then Moody can't crack the rotation because they have so many guards, so that's another roster spot. It's like they
And
could have,
Pat Baldwin, their first round pick, who is really good.
yeah, but
he can't get in the game.
he can't get in the game, and they're playing Anthony Lamb, who has been actually pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know,
Kuminga's
it's
been
just
playing
tough,
well
like-
in his starts. I know we talked about Kuminga before. Kuminga has been playing well,
Oh,
but
I love Kuminga.
I know you
Kuminga's the
do,
one
but
the
like,
one youngin that I wouldn't trade.
okay, but Kuminga should be more like OG. Since we're talking about OG, Like
Yeah, but he's
defensive
only
switchability, he was out on an island and it was not looking good for him. I'm just telling you. And I'm not, he's young, so I'm not like saying that he
fair.
can't become, but like, I don't know how they want him to play. That's the other thing, right? We're not in practice. We don't know what they're telling him in the meetings. Like maybe they know something we don't because they see him every day and they're like, hey, we want you to play this way because we know like it's gonna work out. And like I can't not trust like Steve Kerr and Bob Myers and those guys because like they've
For
proven
sure.
it. So it's like,
For sure.
but it's the toughest part will be like, I mean, I don't think they're going to extend Wiseman this summer. So it's like, then you're really giving him next year. You're giving him next year to be like, look, like either you become who the number 2 pick is supposed to be, and then we pay you, or we move you next
Yeah, and
next
that's the
next
tough thing
season.
is like because he shows flashes where it's like,
He's
damn,
yeah, dude.
he's gonna be really good, and
Yeah,
then he just has other, and then he just gets hurt. Like he just keeps getting hurt.
yeah.
That's the thing.
And defensively, like he really struggles in the pick and roll, and that's just like, and it's hard to get better at that when you can't play.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
when
I
you,
also I don't think he's a drop coverage big, and I think he'd be dropping him every single time. I feel like he can switch and
I don't
hard
know.
hedge,
No,
and
I don't think he can switch or hard hedge.
you don't think so?
No,
I mean,
I think he's
I've
getting.
watched clips, and I've watched a lot of games of him doing just fine in space.
I don't know. Maybe in the G League.
I'll pull up some NBA clips for you, Jared. You'd be surprised.
All right, yeah, send him to me.
But I think if they do make a trade, they should go get another big, because if you're not going to play James, you can't play Kevon Looney and Draymond Green. You can't expect them to play 70 plus games. I mean, Looney did it last year, but
It's the
and
same.
not be like juice for the finals. Like every Warriors team that's been good has had like either like a some type of floor spacing big that can eat the minutes in the regular season and give some minutes in the playoffs, or like just another big like Bogut to just eat it up in the middle for him, like Zaza, Bogut, Bielitsa last year.
Yeah.
They don't have that. Like they don't have an Otto Porter.
Yeah, that's what
They
I think. I
have
think they need a
they
wing.
have Anthony Lamb who plays. He's 6'5", and they play him at the 4.
Yeah, I think like I don't know. If it was me, I would try to go find a wing and someone that can play both sides.
Ooh,
Uh I don't know. I mean, I think like the one name that comes to mind that I think you get for nothing is like a Cam Reddish or somebody like that. But I don't even know where he's buried at right now.
New York's bench, I believe.
don't you think
Yeah.
that's like kind of? Don't you think that's kind of like another project?
What I look at is like kind of what you said. Like I need somebody that can come in and give me punch and athleticism off the bench. That like if coached up the right way, he can guard. Like Cam Reddish can be a capable defender, right?
Yeah,
And like offensively, he's always been gifted. And he just like if anybody's gonna pull the best out of him, it's gonna be Kerr, right? It's like
yeah, for sure.
Thibodeau's just old school, right? Like if you it's his way or the highway. So it's like if you don't like if you give any pushback, he's just gonna bury you on that bench.
Yeah,
So
I saw Thibault.
yeah, he just can't shoot, so he doesn't really fit great.
Yeah, I
I'm just thinking like,
uh,
okay, who's
like
a
that. I
comparable
think
player to like Otto Porter, right? Like Otto Porter was Cam Reddish is about the same size, probably same about his
yeah.
shootability.
Otto Porter was so underrated though, bro. Like
Well, yeah, he was a max guy before he got there. I mean, people forget he got 130
yeah,
million from the Wizards. He was a top 5 pick.
he did so much good. Like he shot the three so well. He
Yeah.
rebounded so well. He was a smart passer. He's a smart cutter. Like
I'm just saying, without giving up your assets, you need to find somebody that you can, you got to find that diamond in the rough unless you want to give up real assets. If you're not trying to give up
and
James or Kaminga.
if I preferably I would want Pirtle from the Spurs, but
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
it's not gonna happen. And then
No.
if they were to actually like make a big trade, I would want them to go get like Alex Caruso.
Yeah, Crusoe wouldn't be bad. I guess like the thing is Moses Moody could like I just don't know why they don't play Moses Moody more.
I don't know either because he shoots the hell out of it, and
You think
he's
he would be the
smart.
Otto Porter? Yeah, he would be the Otto Porter, but he just
I mean, Otto's bigger than him. Otto's like 6'9".
Yeah, but
I think
I'm saying,
Caruso would fit in like a glove
yeah,
because he's just bigger. He can defend. I don't know.
should
It's
have just
tough.
drafted
At the end of the
Lonzo.
day,
Or I mean, Melo. My bad.
yeah. At the end of the day, they're not going to make any moves,
Yeah.
and
Well, with Steph being hurt, it's gonna be tough. So,
yeah.
anyways,
With Steph being hurt.
yeah, back to the snubs. So Luke was, for you people that don't know, Luke was in a real tizzy last Thursday.
Oh my god.
Bro, I wasn't.
I
Even,
did.
it
I
was
had to.
more-
I had to mute the chat.
Yeah,
It
Luke was
it
in a
was-
real tizzy.
It was more, bro. Like, first off, this is what we should expect out of for our Sacramento Kings players. But I think it across the league, not just with players but with the media, it was well said that Fox was the biggest snub. I don't know if you guys disagree. I think there's others in conversation. I think Edwards.
No, he's the biggest snub. There's no arguing. But why do you think he got snubbed though?
because they wanted to put 2 for the Grizzlies in. Like they literally just wanted to put 2 in for the Grizzlies.
But why though? Because they're second and third. It's like not like there was a big difference.
The Grizzlies are a bigger market team.
No, I don't think
right
that's
now
it.
they are. Right now they are a bigger market team. There's
I mean, I
more
wouldn't
eyes
say
on the
bigger
Grizzlies.
market's not the right way to explain that, but I get what
I
you're
would
saying.
say
More
bigger
eyes.
market. I'd say they
Yeah.
draw more attention.
Yeah, Ja is more of a draw.
Which is stupid. But like, no one wants to watch Jaren Jackson in the All-Star game, bro.
Yeah,
he sucks.
I agree. I agree with you. Okay, I wouldn't say
Whoa,
he
he
sucks. This is like, see, we're
Sucks.
getting emotional. You sound like Tommy
Yeah.
about Warrior games right now.
He's bad, bro.
He's
Bro,
not
All right,
bad.
don't do that. I'm
He's
a
not
rational
bad.
human being.
That's
Look,
not true at all,
But
Tom.
this
when
is
it
what
comes to
shouldn't have
Warrior
happened. This is
games.
what should have happened. Paul George should have been in the forwards conversation rather than the guards. He should have been in the front court rather than the
I
back
mean,
court.
we
then you
all
put
can
Fox in
agree.
there.
We can all agree that Jaren Jackson was not the right selection there. My question to you though is, like, you don't have an honest, like, you think it was just that biased that they're just
Yes.
like,
100%.
we need, okay, but if in that sense, like the Nuggets only got one, and like Aaron Gordon, like I was talking about in the chat, like Aaron Gordon had the same numbers as Jaren Jackson and
But we were
played more
having that-
games.
But everyone was having that same conversation about Aaron Gordon. Like they were saying, yeah, he'll get in just because he's the second Nuggets player, not
Right.
because he deserves. So that's the reason. I mean, I just think people don't. I don't know what the difference between the Grizzlies and the Nuggets is then, but I think that's what the difference between them and the Kings is.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I think,
But in a pure all-star game logic, people would rather watch De'Aaron Fox than Jaren Jackson.
I mean, well, yeah, I mean that's that. I'm saying that
that's what I'm
there's-
saying.
I don't know if there's, the real question to me is like the coaches made that vote. It wasn't like fans or anything else like
There
that.
has
Like
to-
the
I
coaches,
don't know
they're
what's
like,
going on, dude.
so do you think I'm going way off on a limb here, so I hope I don't get too sideways here. But like, do you think it's because Jaren Jackson's dad played in the NBA and there's a good old boys club mentality?
Maybe. Who knows? Well, I'm not in those meetings. All I know
I'm not
is
in those.
Fox got snubbed.
Yeah, he did, but like,
gonna
if
play
Steph
in the
does-
All-Star
yeah,
game,
Steph
though.
He'll,
doesn't
Get out
he'll
your
play.
replace
feelings.
Steph. He'll replace Steph. But it's not the same.
Okay, Jesus, this happens all the time.
Bro, where's our respect though?
And my sources are saying that Zion might be a scratch too, so Aaron Gordon might get in.
Doesn't move. Why? Okay, so you would put Aaron Gordon over Edwards in that situation, or is that just because it's a front court?
I think it's the front court. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
the front court requirement. Yeah, I really think Anthony Edwards should have been in over Paul George. He played every game, and they have the same numbers.
But to
Yeah,
me,
I
like
agree.
when people talk about the like who got in, who didn't, I feel like the Paul George argument makes a little more sense.
I mean, he's
Jaren
hooping,
Jackson.
but like he
And it's-
missed
it-
17
for-
games though.
But namesake, it makes a little more
Yeah,
sense.
totally. I mean, and it's the games for the fans and people. Like Anthony Edwards isn't as well known as Paul George, clearly.
Yeah, he'd
but
be just as exciting to watch though.
yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yeah,
Dude has
he's
been
so
really
tough.
hooping, and on top of that, like I guess it's the same because Kawhi's been missing, but like Cat has been out for like
Yeah.
6 weeks, and like
Yeah.
they're still staying afloat, and their
Isn't he
team
done
is
for the
not as
year?
good.
And Gobert's not doing.
Yeah, well, Gobert didn't even play for the last 3 games. I don't know if he's done for the year, Tom, but I just know that Anthony Edwards is out there really hooping, and like, just he's good, man.
Yeah, the
He's
Gobert
really
trade was
good.
terrible.
Oh,
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
good though. Like I'm just gonna say, like Anthony Edwards is like all the athleticism and the highlights and all that stuff. Like like he's very good. Like
Yeah.
if you watch his reads and you watch how he plays with the ball, how he plays off the ball, like yeah, I like his game a lot. I think he's going to be very good. It just sucks that he's in Minnesota and they're never going to win. So
Yeah.
Could have kept Jimmy Butler.
oh god, no, Andrew Wiggins didn't want that.
That's a whole different conversation.
Look at Wiggs now, though, man.
I know he just had to go to the right team. See, if you get Cam Reddish over there, maybe that'll work out.
So you think Cam Reddish is Andrew Wiggins?
I was just
I don't know
making a
about
joke.
I get where he's going. I get where he's going. Wiggs was written off. I was a believer from day one.
Yeah, everybody
But
said
he-
Wiggs was a bust though.
But
Exactly.
but Wig was still getting paid. Cam Reddish wasn't even seeing the floor. Wiggins was just like people were calling him a bust because he wanted superstar money. He wasn't playing like a superstar.
They were
Cam
saying
Reddish is not getting
They
on
were
the
saying he was
floor.
like the Hall of Fame empty stats guy too.
You can ask Anthony Edwards himself. He said that Cam Reddish was the toughest dude he had to guard.
Yeah, that was like all his life All American game. This
I'm
is
just-
years later.
Hey man, I didn't say it.
If I trust any organization to bring out the best in Cam Reddish, it would be the Warriors. So
I'd agree.
Thank you.
I'd agree.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. I don't even know why I'm on Cam Reddish. It's not like I have an affinity for him or anything like that. It's just that was a random name that I picked, and now I'm just rolling with my argument.
I miss Gary Payton II.
That would help. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Trade deadline is on Thursday, so within a couple days we'll know exactly where everybody's going, and hopefully the Warriors are better, and hopefully the Kings are set up for a long playoff run, right, Luke?
Need it. Keep
Yeah.
the beam lit.
Speaking of bad basketball, though, I got something I got to get off my chest here. So buckle your seatbelts. So I don't know if everybody knows, but there was a women's basketball game between Duke and Florida State last week. And Carol Lawson is the coach of Duke. She's a great player, really good coach, well respected. So apparently it was discovered at halftime that the first half had been playing with a men's ball. And that they realized that that was why they were missing shots, supposedly. And so they switched the ball to a women's ball the second half, continued to miss shots, and lost to an unranked team. Or I guess they were ranked 24th. After the game, Carol Lawson wanted to talk about that it was disrespectful and how they don't know if they would have won or lost if they would play with the girls' ball, and that it would never happen in the men's game. And I think the real question that needs to be asked is, how come Division I players that use a basketball every single day, dribble, pass, shoot, could not tell that it wasn't this correct size for their level? And then to blame other people is just crazy, because you're kind of telling on yourself that your girls literally have no idea, couldn't tell the difference between a men's ball and a girls' ball. So it's like, how much time are they really spending in the gym? Because I can tell you right now, by looking directly at the two basketballs, a men's ball and a women's ball, I can tell you which one is which. And if you're ever not sure, for people that don't know, on the women's ball, it says 28.5 on every single women's ball that's ever been made. So clearly no one looked at the basketball the entire time they played. So I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like, it really bugs me, because I actually have a funny story, is that I have bagged basketballs. We go to training, and every time, like every couple weeks, there's always some kid, a high school kid, that grabs the girls' ball and just starts shooting around with it, and just like slams the ball off the backboard about 4 or 5 times and doesn't think anything of it. And then I have to stop before we start the workout. I was like, do you know if you have a men's ball or women's ball? And they look, they're like, oh, and they go get a men's ball. But I'll tell you, one time, I just have to tell the story. One time.
This guy, he's on a tangent now.
Yeah. Well, no, this isn't a tangent. This directly correlates. I'm not going to say the name, but one time I had a kid. I saw him pick up the women's ball. I didn't say one word. I wanted to see if he would notice. We shot layups. We shot floaters. We shot mid-range pull-ups. We shot catch and shoot threes. This kid did an entire hour workout with a women's ball and didn't say one word. And when the workout was done, he shot free throws too. So he did his routine, looked at the ball, and shot with a women's ball. When the workout was done, he went and placed the ball back in the bag, left his workout, and didn't say a word. It's safe to say that kid is not playing varsity basketball.
I mean,
so we're talking about Division I high-level athletes who've been playing basketball their entire life. For those that don't know, on the women's side, with the same exact size ball since you are like in third grade. And for some reason, you could not figure out that you were playing with a ball that was bigger than the one that you've been playing with since you were like 9 years old. But we're going to blame other people, apparently.
Yeah.
So someone explain that to me. I guess I'm done. That was like the soft version.
I mean, what a passionate piece from the Vacaville native waters.
No, this guy, he said he had to get it off his chest and he got it off.
That was incredible.
That was special.
I mean, just the audacity to attack someone else.
I literally don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to respond to that monologue.
I don't have much to say about the
all I will
ball
say,
situation. Go ahead.
All
Tom.
I'll say is that's pretty crazy. It's just pretty insane that they didn't notice.
Well, and then to blame somebody else, and then hold on, I had to write it down.
Oh God, he wrote it down.
Here's the numbers. I just want to give you the numbers. Yes, I just want to give you the numbers. So in the first half, playing with a men's ball, they went 7 for 34.
God,
which is awful as a team. Second half, hey, we're using a women's ball now. Okay, everything's all good. No, we go 12 for 38.
5 more made shots
with 4 more attempts. So pretty much the same percentage.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
so look, what you're saying is that you guys might as well play with a guy's ball because you shoot about the same percentage.
I don't know what they're saying, Jared. I think that was for you.
I don't know if that's what they're saying, Jared, but I hear you.
I just don't. It just bugs me because it bugs me in training, and it bugs me that it's like you guys literally like work out every day. Like if I threw you a women's ball, Luke or Tommy, you would literally laugh at me and throw it back at my knee.
Yeah, I'd say that's likely.
Yeah,
surely.
Because what do you do every day? You play with a men's basketball every single day of your life.
I do. I can confirm that, Jared.
Yeah. So I'm assuming
typically what we do, at least.
I'm assuming they play with a women's ball every single day, except for that one day that they could not figure it out.
So to take a more lighter approach to this, I was more just confused by it all. Not in a sense of like, where's the accountability that you couldn't notice? More just the amount of hands the ball touched before it was realized it wasn't the right ball. Like, I am so confused how
rebounds, passes,
not even players
turnovers,
though, everyone involved. Like everyone involved. It's just
got a lot of questions.
I think it's a bad look on college basketball, period. Like, it's just a bad look.
I think it's a bad look on the players. That's
the ref.
The ref too, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I put it on the players because that's why I put it on. If we came to work out, it's the same thing. That's what I'm putting it on. If you picked up a girl's ball and didn't recognize, you know what? We'll go ahead.
I was gonna say something about that ball too, specifically to KI Hoops workouts. That ball is not even distinctively smaller. It's the only one of its kind. Like, no one ever uses that ball.
We only use NBA balls.
We have, and he has an Evo now, and then the old Evolutions that I always complain about, and then you have the random red one, and we all know that's the girls' one. and then he has the other red one.
Yeah. Friends of the program.
Evo.
Way to upgrade, bro.
But
I got a couple.
All
right, dude.
He's got friends in high places, but basically, no. But the only other red ball you have is the
Dots
Vacaville
Pretzels
one.
sent me one.
Okay. We're way off.
Shout out Dots Pretzels.
Can we just take a pause to shout out Dots Pretzels real quick? Don't know if you guys are listening. Don't know if you guys are listening, Dots.
They sent
but
me an Evo, man. Those things are tough to get. They're like $300 on Amazon. So shout out Dots.
Oh man, how do we get from Dots pretzels from basketballs?
I don't know.
Hey, yeah. Well, hey, another shout out. You know who is like notorious for grabbing the women's ball and looking at it crazy? Tommy is E-Man. E-Man is notorious. Shout out Emmanuel.
That's my goat right there.
Hey,
E-Man is my guy, bro.
he picks up the women's ball and looks at it like he's like analyzing a Rubik's cube, and then sets it down.
You gotta take a look,
bro.
at it.
I love
Check it out,
man. E-Man is so funny.
So yeah, I'm sorry, but that really irked me, man. And I just had to say my piece. And if you're a real hooper, then like as soon as the ball touches your hands, like automatic.
I think I know how I'm gonna piss Jared off in the summer.
Yeah, here we go. I'm
hey, if you wanna mess up your jump shot,
we're playing
it might help your
with
floater
the
though.
ball.
Here comes the floater subliminal shots.
Yeah. Turn the page, complete 360. Let's go. Super Bowl.
Wait,
Sunday
360. 360 would put us back in the same spot. You mean 180?
Anyways, Super Bowl Sunday. We have another Super Bowl theme starting 5, but we're not going to get into that yet. Let's talk Super Bowl predictions, fellas. Let's hear it. I want to go to Tommy Ball first.
Yeah.
He's gonna give us an interesting take. I want score too, Tom. I want score.
Whoa.
Score?
Yeah.
Score is so hard.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking the Eagles.
Whoa.
I'm a big Jalen Hurts believer. He's moved my needle. I think their passing attack is ridiculous. Got 2 elite receivers, high level tight end. The offensive line is good. Star running back, star running back. Like they've got it all. And I just don't think the Chiefs O-line can, quite frankly, mess with that front 7 that the Eagles have. I think Mahomes is going to be running for his life like he was against the Bucs in 2020. And that's what I think the difference will be. I think the Eagles offense is fun, and that's why I wanted to shout them all out. But I think the difference is going to be that front line, because the Eagles D-line is crazy. And I also hate the Chiefs. So
there's our bias.
There's the bias. Yeah, I had to throw that.
You saw on a side note, did you see the Aaron Rodgers at the Pebble Beach? You saw that? What the fan said?
I mean, I would love for him to be a Raider.
He said, "Tell him to buy me a house." And then Devontae Adams tweeted, "I love going house shopping."
Yeah, they're so funny, bro. They're hilarious. Do you see the jokes Derek Carr was cracking at the Pro Bowl?
Oh yeah.
That was great stuff.
Awesome.
Nah, I think the Eagles. I like Chiefs hate aside, unless Mahomes just does something very Mahomes like, which is very possible. Like I think the Eagles are just the better team.
Yeah, Jared.
31-17, Patty.
Wow.
I think he's just gonna make it happen, man. I think 2 weeks of rest. He's going to be fully healthy. Obviously, I know Jalen Hurts had injuries too, and like everybody will be healthy. But I mean, if you watch the Eagles, like the Eagles dominated the Niners for sure. But I don't know the amount of pressure that the Chiefs offense puts on you, how it puts up points. Like the Eagles play more possession football. I mean, it's like they run the ball a lot, so it's like, if the Chiefs can just kind of withstand the run and then let Pat's going to be healthy, I think he'll be moving good. And he gets a couple tutties early, and then like he's going to put that pressure on them to have to force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball,
Yeah.
Like Pat Mahomes wants to throw the ball those times and wants to like get out in a shootout. So, but I could be wrong.
Confident in that pick until the Eagles walk out to dreams and nightmares.
Yeah. I mean, you know me, like you guys are much more savvy in the football world than me, but that's just my guess.
I just want it to be a good game. I didn't give a score. I'm not even going to give a score. I couldn't even tell.
31-17 just came to me, so that was
it did. I don't know if it came out of that cup or what. So I think basically
for all our YouTube viewers.
Yeah, I think Tommy hit the nail on the head. I think the Chiefs O line is gonna have fits with what pass rush the Eagles bring. So I think that's gonna be a big thing. But it's hard for me to go against Patty because I think this year was the year for if like if anyone was to be like, oh, like it's Andy Reid's system or it's his weapons he has, they basically like depleted him of his weapons and he was the MVP. Like, so I think
And
it's
then
hard to go
even
against
even
Patty.
last game too.
He had 1 foot
Well,
and he was making
but
plays.
Juju was
He was
out.
out. Yeah.
Uh, I don't even know there were others like besides.
What
Whatever
dude from the
They
Giants
had Valdez
was out.
Scantling and Sky Moore.
Cardavius Tony.
Kadarius
Kadarius
Toney was
Toney
out
was
too.
out.
Darius Tony,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
They had Valdez Scantling, and then he was going crazy, and that was their only option. And then they had to go to Sky Moore, who's just a punt returner. But like they had to put him in at receiver.
He was making, but that's what I'm saying. So I think if the Chiefs O line handles the pass rush well, then the Chiefs will win. But I think it's going to be hard, and I do think it's going to be interesting to see how the Eagles respond because their playoff run has been very easy compared to what
Yeah.
most playoff runs consist of.
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
they just haven't seen the competition that they're going to be seeing on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's not their fault. Like
No.
Do you
Yeah.
guys
they
think-
played the Niners with no quarterback. Like it's
I was gonna say, do you guys think if Brock Purdy didn't tear his UCL on the second drive that the 49ers would have won?
I don't know if they would have won,
it would
but
have been a bigger fight for
it
sure.
would have been like a closer game. But even then, like, I mean, I didn't watch the game. I just watched the highlights and then looked at the stats, and it looked like the Eagles were pretty dominant.
They were killing in the run game, which
Yeah.
didn't happen.
I mean, they
all
had
year
like
against
four
the
rushing
Niners.
Yeah, they had like 4 rushing touchdowns against the best defense. So
Yeah.
No, their offense is crazy, but it's like
Yeah.
you're going up against another high-powered offense, so you can't
Yeah.
really like. There's
that's what I'm saying. Like in those situations, that high pressure situation, if you get down like, 17-7 or 14-3, like then it's like you really got to start pressing, and like that's not how the Eagles play.
It's tough. And Mahomes has been there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Mahomes
down
wants to play
10,
that way. Yeah,
Down 10 in the third quarter of the Super Bowl, and he won.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
So in terms of poise, I think he got it. He got it.
yeah. It's too bad. It's well, I guess you can't control it, but it's like, man, a Bengals Chiefs Super Bowl would be so elite. I mean, I know that's not even
That was
possible.
I mean, that was like what last week was essentially.
Yeah. So
I would have liked to see the Niners in again, but
yeah. So wait, are you picking Pat or what?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. But I think it's gonna be a close one. I think it could go either way, but I think it'll be the Eagles. I think that's
Yeah.
what the script is, at least.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
But did you
Oh,
see?
we go to
but- okay,
75. The
okay.
memes on the script are the best things ever, bro.
One of the funniest things.
Hey, how much irony do you think it is though that like if they beat Andy Reid and like Andy Reid got fired from the Eagles because he couldn't win, and then they've won 2 Super Bowls since Andy Reid got fired, but 2 different coaches and 2 different quarterbacks.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be a conversation.
That'd just be like another storyline.
Yeah.
Um,
Scripted.
Scripted.
All right, starting 5, fellas. So we're bringing you starting 5 Super Bowl party foods. I think this can be taken
Foods?
in food, snacks, however you want to take it. Just if
All right.
it's a Super Bowl food that would be at where you're watching a Super Bowl, it can be put in the starting 5. I think this can be
I'm
taken
ready,
in a lot
man.
of different directions. Go ahead.
I'm
Tom.
ready.
The floor is
Yeah, I'm
yours.
gonna go last.
At my point guard. All right. I went with the smaller floor general today.
Mhm.
I went with the Muggsy Bogues of the Super Bowl starting foods.
Okay.
But they packed the correct amount of punch. And at R1, we're going pigs in a blanket.
Good pick. Good pick.
Pigs in a blanket at the 1. It's backcourt mate, another small piece, but a lot of there's a lot of them that come with it, and I don't really know how to word this, but it's just what I need. It's what I need at the 2, the Parmesan bites. Okay. At the 3, we need a big wing here, and that's why we're going with wings. Barbecue wings, buffalo wings, you pick, you choose. I don't care. Wings. At the 4, It's an absolute staple. You can't go to a Super Bowl party and not have this sitting on the table. Pizza.
Oh wow. Okay.
And at the 5, this guy's gonna hold it down in the paint. It's straight beef. That's all you need to know. Sliders.
Wow. Wow. I like that. I like the 5, Tom. I like the 5. We have some similarities. We'll get into that here. But I think well said. Well said. You really put together a good lineup there.
Not my greatest delivery, but that's okay.
Sorry. It's a different lineup for sure. So at my point guard, I want my point guard to be someone that meshes well with others. It's not gonna flare up any debates. It's not gonna be in the way of anybody else. It's not gonna try to steal the show from anybody else. But it's gonna be consistent. It's gonna be there the whole time. It's gonna do its job. I want the bowl of chips. I think it's something that just sits there. It's always there when you need it. Preferably, give me the Doritos nacho cheese. I called him the logo.
Oh my God.
I thought we were getting Tostitos for sure.
No. I want the bowl of chips. I think, like I said,
Bowl of
it's consistent. That's a great play at the point guard. That's good. So at the two,
Taking pigs in a blanket, but that's good.
yeah, okay. I mean, at the 2, I want someone that gets hot fast. I know you said you wanted the wings in general. I want the buffalo wings specifically. I think this guy gets hot fast, streaky shooter. He's gonna get
And
to his spots.
I'll make mine the barbecue wings.
Okay, respectable. I was fine with whatever you went with. I just my guy's a specialty player. He's gonna get to his spots. He's gonna knock down shots. He's hot. He gets hot. Give me the buffalo wings. At the 3, you put this guy in a different position. I think this guy is a wing lockdown defender. He knows how to move his feet from side to side real well, slide to his defensive position. I need the sliders at the 3. I think it's a versatile guy, 2-way player. You could, it could really fill you up as a full meal.
Yeah, I can see the slider being a 3.
He's a good
I just think the
player.
sliders bring the correct amount of beef we need to be our 5, but I like
he's
your argument for the 3.
I think he's a thicker guy for sure, but I think he's a 2-way player. He's
a versatile player. There's no doubt
be
about
your
it.
entree, but he could also lead you into something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, he's a versatile player. I like that pick.
Give me the sliders at the 3. At the 4, I want my 4 to be a stretch 4. I want him to be able to space the floor out. I really want him to be able to really stretch the floor out. I need a good mozzarella stick at the 4. Think about the cheese spread. This guy is spreading the floor at the 4. He can hit shots from the outside. He's lengthy. He's not afraid to get his nose dirty.
I don't even need to hear your
Mozzarella stick at
5 or
4.
Jared's list. Luke probably has my vote this week.
At the 5, this might be a curveball. This guy's thick. He's hard to move. He makes
crazy.
a statement
That's
in whatever.
a crazy pause.
This guy's thick.
He's thick and he's hard to move, and he has a presence in the paint. I want the spinach dip at the 5.
Oh no!
This guy, this is a personal favorite of mine. Throw a little artichoke spinach dip in there. I was gonna do specialty dips as a whole, but I wanted to be specific. So we're going with the spinach dip at the 5.
What?
I'm really proud of that.
Clapping for him.
That was nice, Tom. Was that a good 5?
No, the 5 was bad. The first 4 were great.
What's wrong with spinach dip, bro? You
Bro,
don't like
your
your
explanation was terrible. You should be arrested for that. That was assault.
It's a big
That was-
bodied post.
That was assault, bro. I just got assaulted by that.
He doesn't have much viscosity down there.
You could have said viscosity from the jump instead of the approach you took.
Yeah,
is spinach dip not thick?
Bro, stop. That's not what
Move
you
on.
said.
Let's move
It's not
on.
what you
Let's
said.
It's what it is, though. All right, Water,
I feel assaulted.
All right, man. That's your prerogative, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Point guard. I need some razzle dazzle. I need some spice. My Jason Williams. Shout out the Kings. Give me guacamole and chips. Real staple in our household.
Great
I
pick.
want to be able to run the offense, but if I need to get down and break my guy down and a little razzle dazzle, give me guac and chips.
Yeah.
Shooting guard.
You said you wanted razzle dazzle, but stable. I'm I don't know.
I'm saying that I need him to be stable, but if I need a little razzle dazzle, like if I want to throw some jalapenos in my guac, normal guac is just tomatoes and
I don't think many people
avocados,
would
some lemon.
call Jason Williams stable, but to each his own.
Just an interesting comparison there, but I get where you're going.
All right, go ahead. Keep talking. What never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
You're hating on pigs in a blanket. Really?
No. Well, I was gonna talk about what Luke said just about 3 minutes ago.
Spinach dip.
And we're criticizing me.
Go ahead.
At the shooting guard. I just need a winner, man. That's it. I just need a winner. I need someone that's gonna take the last shot. I need someone that's gonna carry my team to the promised land. Someone that never misses. Give me mac and cheese.
Okay.
Shooting guard.
Okay.
Can confirm mac and cheese is a winner.
Man.
Small forward. It's all about versatility, right? We talk about this all the time. This is the most important position on the floor. I need someone that can really be in different spots at the same time and really just play different roles for me. So give me 7-layer dip. 7-layer bean dip.
Not a fan, but
That's okay.
I see the vision.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't think he's a locker room guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could play different parts though. He has 7 different personalities to play. So
exactly, that's a tough locker room guy.
Yeah. Well, shout out Kyrie.
Okay.
Power forward. Need someone that can get deflections, get steals, block shots, run the floor. Give me hot dogs. Throw them on the grill. Real stable.
Give me glizzies. This guy's crazy.
Luke, are you good?
Bro, that's literally what he's saying. I'm just paraphrasing.
He said give me hot dogs. He did not say give me glizzies.
It's the same thing, bro. That's a gobbler. Go ahead. Yo, come on, man.
What are you on right now?
I'm waiting for your 5, dude.
Give me glizzies.
That was a direct quote from Waters. I must have heard it. It must be my headphones. I don't know. Yo, bro, give your 5, dude.
Yo, shut up, bro. I just got verbally assaulted by you twice.
I don't get what's wrong with the spinach dip.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is awful.
I'm just gonna get this over with. At the center, you can throw them in a crock pot. They're perfect with toothpicks, but they're really gonna take up space in the paint. Give me barbecue meatball.
All right, dude, give your walk on. I don't even want to hear the reasoning. Just give your walk on. Barbecue meatballs.
Bro, so you're telling me Jared
Federal.
has hot dogs and meatballs as his front court. Y'all not gonna get on him, but you're gonna get on me for the spinach dip.
Your explanation was insane, Luke.
Look at what's going on, bro.
What?
Look at what's going on.
Walk on,
Grow
hey,
up.
just bro.
This is spiraling out of control fast.
We grow up, please.
Bro, walk on. Oh God. I'm gonna keep it real simple. Throw them in a bowl. They're great after.
Bro, lock in, dude.
No, I can't get over what you said. You said glitch.
Bro, you're a grown man. What is so like? Come on, man.
Bro, I know. That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to be a grown man too.
I am, bro. It's what they're called, dude.
Give me peanut M&Ms.
Okay. That was a cop-out pick for Shirley.
I'm
right.
done. Peanut M&Ms, bro.
All right, my walk-on pick. You want to talk about a guy that's in the gym hours on end. You want to talk about a guy that knows his role and comes in here and never wavers from it. You want to talk about a guy that even when you think you've depleted all your options, you still go back to this guy every single time. Give me the veggie platter.
All right, bro.
My walk-on pick, here's an underrated guy. All right. I feel like when you've got these kind of sides, everyone looks towards the mozzarella sticks, the Parmesan bites of the world. The guy that I picked, they came to tryouts. Parmesan made the starting five because I had to. Mozzarella, I cut him. But this guy said, this is my perfect walk on. Give me cinnamon pretzel twists.
Interesting take.
I don't. What is that? A cinnamon pretzel twist?
That must be a
Yeah.
Toblerone.
Toblerone.
What?
That must be a heat miser.
You guys don't know what cinnamon pretzel twists are?
I do. I had them at like Domino's, but not at a Super Bowl party.
Maybe that's what they get for their Super Bowl parties, Domino's.
I mean, maybe.
I think it's a good pick though. Like from what they are, it's a good pick. I just don't think I've had them at a Super Bowl.
No,
party,
don't
but
try to
that's why they're a
recover
walk-on
now.
pick.
Don't like.
Yeah. I mean, you really came out with the hating and
Yeah, Luke. Yeah, don't try to go back on.
hold
what
on.
you just
If
said.
we're, if we're gonna
I
bring up
didn't
Heat
hate.
Miser, I mean, the amount of texts I got just
No, there were
questioning
Heat Miser
your
supporters.
guys' knowledge on Christmas movies showed that
There
I
were-
wasn't the idiot.
No,
Heat
there
Miser.
were Heat Miser. I don't. You can call me an idiot. I don't care. I just don't know who Heat Miser was.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll take the.
By next
Yeah.
Christmas episode, I will watch the movie. How about that?
No, you don't have to do that.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna.
Hey,
watch
I don't think I never said the cinnamon twist was a bad pick. I'm just thinking I don't think it's a Super Bowl party food staple. Is what I'm saying.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. But I think that's
doesn't
why it's a walk
necessarily
on.
have to be a staple. That's why it's a walk on.
Exactly, and that's why I said. So I wasn't hating. I
Right.
never said it was a bad pick.
Right.
Just didn't show up to my tryout.
Well, I'm curious to hear what kind of monologue Jared has cooked up because he's ready to read.
Yeah, no, I don't know if he's ready actually.
I don't know if I'm ready. This has gone sideways so far.
I don't know
But
why.
we did talk. You know why?
It's blew this out of proportion. Go ahead.
Jay's sitting right there. Jay, did he blow it out of proportion? Did we blow it out of proportion, Jay?
Jay said, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Who cares what Jay thinks, anyways?
I mean, you
Okay,
asked
you
him.
asked him.
Well, we talked about snack food. Talked about chips. We all like chips. A 30-yard field goal could be considered a chip. But my favorite are 15 yards. So from the front yard, I get 50 chips a night. And that will get my Super Bowl Sunday so right.
Yeah, I give
Yes!
it a
Give
7-4.
me that.
I give it a 7-4.
You're just hating.
I'm
That's
giving
not a
that.
bad rating.
I'm giving that a
7-4 is a
7.
good rating.
A 7-7.
I think
Thanks,
7-4 is
Tom.
a pretty good rating.
Jay, if Jay gives me an 8, then we got
Jay
action.
has not. Jay's
Jay's sick
hand
of
has
you,
not
bro.
left his mouth.
Jay said he's done with you.
If you can't hear him, he said it just gets better and better.
I will say you've after your blunder, you've stepped up to the plate each week.
Yeah, he
so-
hasn't missed since the blunder.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he hasn't missed, but he's taking good shots. You know what I mean?
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
He's been prepared since the blunder.
Okay, first of all,
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I've been hitting like since
I think
the blunder.
at a high rate, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
say you never miss. Like that's
Yeah, I mean 60%, right, is still pretty good, yeah.
I'll give you higher than that. I'll give you like
Okay.
a
Yeah, if
7.
I'm getting 7s, yeah, 70, okay. I'm cool.
That's
with
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
I
You're
mean,
shooting good ones. You're shooting real
yeah.
good ones. High
Yeah.
efficiency shots.
Sometimes I get a little over my skis and start
Yeah,
letting
but-
them fly
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
logo.
A little
But,
adrenaline. It's okay.
I
But
don't know
some-
if it was.
hey,
I don't know if
yeah,
it was last
but I
week
think
or the
you've
week
earned that.
before.
It was
He's got
like
them
the
in his
week
notes.
before.
Bro has a
There was
poem
one.
book of his 50
Yeah.
chips.
No,
Yeah,
I
go
was
on to
actually I'm
chapter
looking
4.
no, I'm looking at my starting 5. I can tell by the starting 5
Oh,
which
right,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
50 Chips, Chapter 5.
I should write a
that-
poem book.
I thought you were gonna go along with like championship chip, something along those lines. That was my
30-yard
that was what I
field
thought
goal
you-
threw me off. I was not
Yeah,
expecting
no, but
that.
it made sense. That's why it's a 7-4.
Yeah. Like it
No,
made
it's good.
sense.
It's good
though.
delivery.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Like cuz
All
that's
right.
a chip shot, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
I see where you're going with it. All right. What episode is this? What?
I think we're on 25 or 26.
No, we're higher than that. 27?
7.
Oh, really? Are we?
Episode 27.
Hey man, this is impressive. Hey, so just
27.
we were talking about doing math earlier. That means that we've gone over half a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
Half a
Shout out
year.
to you fellas.
That's awesome, man. I just
Look at
want to say
us.
shout out you guys, man.
Man.
You guys
I
have
will say, well, bro, it's you too. I mean, we obviously know, but I don't think everyone is aware of the scrambling that goes down every week to get these done. So, I mean, I appreciate you too. You know,
Especially
Yeah.
being on the road.
appreciate you guys.
It's midnight on Sunday right now. We're trying to figure this out. But
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, you know what? I
do what
feel
you gotta
like
do.
this makes the energy better.
It
I like
does.
it.
It definitely does.
Because like this is wild. We got a great
good
episode
episode.
for you guys next week, though.
A great
Oh,
episode
man.
coming.
excited.
I think we're filming.
Oh, man.
I think we're filming in probably like 2 days. So
Yeah.
quick turnaround for us.
I'm extremely excited.
Double check with our special guest tomorrow.
Oh,
Big time guest coming next
big
week.
time guest.
I
We're
hope
just letting you know.
I hope everyone enjoyed this week. If you skip this week, please don't skip next week.
Yeah.
You need to be tapped in.
Tapped in.
It's going down.
Jared's Chips poem is gonna be crazy.
Jared's Chips poem.
It's probably not going to be pod friendly. I'm just telling you right now.
Okay.
Okay, bro. Yeah. Okay, guy. Spinach dip guy.
I can't wait to
That's
post a
gonna
picture
go
of the
down.
spinach dip.
That's gonna go down in infamy. I'm just telling you right now. I'm never letting you live that down.
I don't think.
All right. I need to wrap this up before you guys just take it to another level again.
It's already been taken. So
episode 27 in the books. Appreciate all our listeners. Appreciate my two co-hosts for being the people that they are. Today was a little out of hand, but that's fine. Shows our personality. Like Luke says, we do these episodes to show the personality, and I think we hit on that today. So, everyone, have a blessed week. These are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.